Welcome to Astrology Through Psychic Eyes, actually star signs. This is Pisces now. Pisces is from February 19th to March 20th. My dad's Pisces. Explains why we get along so well. The most striking thing about a Pisces, and you'll be able to tell it every time you see one, is that their eyes actually look luminescent. They are deep set and usually dark or of a dark hue. In other words, if they have blue eyes, they are dark blue. There's no wishy-washy look about the eyes of a Pisces. Usually, the eyes are almond-shaped. They have the most marvel eyes with the natural contour of the eyebrows and lashes. Everything from the nose up is absolutely phenomenal. You look into Pisces' eyes and you really think you have seen eternity. Any color is gorgeous and almost luminescent. Pisces have a disconcerting way of staring at you while you talk. You keep looking at them for approval and they'll just stare. Now they're really absorbing everything you say, but they seem to just stare at you. I think what happened was that somebody told the Pisceans when they were little itty-bitty kids that having shifty eyes was a sign of weakness, so now they bore a hole right through you. Of course, if you tell a Pisces, you're making me fidgety, they're very sorry about that, but they'll still bore right into you. And they have those gorgeous luminescent eyes, so you're convinced that they see your soul anyway. I'm quoting from the book, reading from the book. She says, I have many girlfriends who are Pisceans. One was very typical. I would talk to her and she wouldn't talk back. If you pause, then they'll talk, but they'll never break into your conversation, run over you with words, whereas air signs are always jumping in. Air sign. Pisces has unfortunately been given the slant of being the occult sign, which almost sounds hidden and subversive, but it's not true at all. They're not occult, they are metaphysical. In fact, they're called the metaphysical sign. They're usually very spiritual people. Pisceans by no means like subversiveness in the sense of being occult. They would rather put it all out on the table. Then, if it seems okay, they may absorb it and assimilate it and file it. Pisceans, both male and female, really love to be complimented, not flattered, but complimented. They work endlessly for a compliment. In other words, if they paint a wall, they want to be told it looks nice, whereas the Capricorn couldn't care less if anyone notices how nice it is, saying, I did it and it looks good to me. The Pisces individual says, hey, look at that. Their impetus is to work for a compliment. It is a tragedy when people are not complimentary around Pisceans because they thrive on it. They want that applause and those accolades. You see, they're really saying, please do you notice that I'm competent. Okay. Pisceans are deeply affected by any slights or insults that are really crushed by them. The other signs living around a Pisces say, you've got to be kidding me. Did you really take offense at that? But oh yes, it does hurt the Pisces. One good thing about Pisceans is that they'll tell you when they're hurt, whereas Cancers will not. They're the suffer in silence people. My brother. Pisceans are also very intellectual as far as sexual concerned. They love all the courting. They don't want it to stop ever. Bring them flowers and bring them candy. Show them you appreciate them. Consequently, both male and female Pisceans make very good mates because they're so romantic. It's not a false romance because even after 15 years of marriage, they'll say, I will put on my best clothes and we'll sit down to a candlelight dinner. It's very nice. Even if they have intestinal flu, they want to sit down to a romantic dinner. Pisceans are also lovers of beautiful things like the air signs. They love things with beautiful forms such as birds and swans, and they love things with symmetrical flowing lines. You can always spot a Pisces in the store since they want to feel the texture of everything. You can never say to Pisceans, if you touch it, you buy it, because they touch everything they see. They are very tactical and will compliment you, saying things such as, that material is very lovely. Pisceans are very aware of their bodies. You always see Pisceans with natural agility. They are streamlined and svelte. They wear clothes very nicely, both male and female. They are the kind you can put into Kmart clothes and they'll look all dressed up. I think it's their natural bone structure. A lot of models are Pisceans with high cheekbones. You never see a Piscean with a droopy, saggy jaw. They always have a very clean-cut jaw. In fact, there is an almost angular look to the jaw area. Pisceans are artists' models. They age very well, too. The only thing that a Piscean has to worry about is that due to their bone structure and the cut of their jaw, they can get a little bit taut looking when they get older. Because their jawline is so cut, they have a tendency to get a rigidity about them. I couldn't say that word for the life of me. However, very rarely do you see a Piscean needing a facelift, male or female. They keep that natural structure of the jaw. It will take the tautness over the sagginess. I will take the tautness over the sagginess any day. Sylvia Brown, I agree. I would too. As strange as it may seem, you won't find a lot of Pisceans in parapsychology. Now that's strange because Pisces is a mystical sign. Yet unless they're highly evolved, they won't be into parapsychology. This is due to the Pisceans' very analytical, researching mind. Metaphysics doesn't give them enough solidity. I can't speak words. So they negate it. If you do manage to get them into parapsychology, though, you'll truly have them. They say it sounds okay, and I'll dabble in this for a while. Having trouble talking. But they'll then run the whole gamut of the subject. They'll want to know the entire scope. They will try yoga, herbalism, astrology, and anything that they can actually put their hands on. Most Pisceans, once they've been bitten by a parapsychology bug, will usually go all the way. They'll be dedicated to it for a whole lifetime, since they don't switch allegiance very fast. Pisceans are tremendous readers. They'll read everything, cereal boxes, food labels, and so on, but they don't get into groups easily. They almost have to push themselves to get out into groups. This usually starts about the age of 25, an age when they really have to force themselves out. They'll have a wealth of knowledge, but they're private students rather than group studiers. But they're private students rather than group studiers. Let me respeak that. Pisceans are avid learners and note takers. They take notes on everything and don't want to miss a word. Walk into a class, see a Pisces, and say hello there. They write hello there. You'll say nice day, and they write down nice day. If they miss a word, they'll turn to the next person and ask what the whole sentence was. They don't want to miss anything. They'll tape record a lecture and take notes just in case the tape fails. If you tell them something, they'll write it down and they'll quote you. Pisceans are a paradox in a way. If you want to tell them a secret, they'll keep it forever and ever and ever. They'll figure that if you were strong enough to give them the secret, then they would be strong enough to keep it. They're not rumor mongers. And they're the first ones of the zodiac to say, cut that out, he's not here to defend himself. Now, Capricorns do have a tendency to swap stories, but not on a malicious level. They're only doing it for information. Aquarians will dabble in rumors, but not keep a secret from Pisceans. They'll become very hurt if you do. But don't keep a secret from Pisceans. Oh, that's true. I wasn't reading it right. So basically it says, my sign will dabble in rumors, but we can't keep a secret from the Pisces. True. I cannot keep a secret from my dad. Just can't. I'm very hurt if you do, because you should know automatically that they have a great idea of integrity. They would never tell a soul. Pisceans are very stubborn. They have a tendency, like all of the air signs, to feel that if you're right, they are right all the way down to the bone marrow. And boy, you better not shake them up. Pisceans are good debaters too. When they know that they're right, they usually have the information to back up their stance. If that doesn't work, then they'll hit you in a sensitive area. Well, if you do that, it will hurt so-and-so. Then, of course, you're totally disintegrated. Pisces are called the goody two-shoes sign. They will say, you don't mean to hurt them anyway, did you? You didn't mean to hurt them anyway, did you? And you say no. Pisceans, like the Capricorns, would change their minds if you prove to them that they're wrong. Whereas to change the mind of an air sign, most of the time you would have to kill them. You would have to kill me to prove I'm wrong. And the Taurus, if you show them that the moon does come up, they'll deny it. No way, it does not, nope. And that is the end of that. They say, I know what I know, and it is finished, over, and don't talk to me about it anymore. And finally, you will never find a Pisces acting like a bigot. This sign despises prejudice and bigotry, which is certainly a good thing these days. Physical characteristics. Pisceans have very beautiful luminescent eyes, and their eyebrows and lashes are finely contoured. They have high cheekbones and a clean-cut jaw. With age, they do not sag, but they may become taut-looking. Okay. Prove some of these things. I'm going to find, where's the photos? Okay. Okay. This is my dad's senior year. That's what he looked like. That's over 3 decades ago. This is a more current picture of my dad. Where are you? Picture of dad. It's a picture of me and my dad. Oh, I'll just show my dad. That's my dad. Taut looking. Skin tight and whatnot. So that is true. And he does have like luminescent eyes. They're a blue and like a gold around the pupil. It's really weird. I really wish I had my dad's eyes instead of the hazel eyes I do. But my mom's genes were more dominant. But that's Pisces for you summed up. There's some things, yeah. I can't keep a secret from my dad. So that ties in. And he is like the whole spiritual aspect. He like believes that there is something beyond, and you do get a sense of when you like. I think I get that from him, pretty much. Because but my parents are kind of like there's something bigger out there that can't just be just this, and we both kind of believe that we all believe that our loved ones who are past are always around us. Like, always looking at us. I mean, he's told me conversations, girl, I was out, and I went home, and I have no idea how I got home. When I got home, the mirrors were like this, I swear. Your granddaddy and your grandma were with me. So he does believe in this bigger thing out there. So, he's one of the few that believe in, I guess, parapsychology. I guess you could call it.